Alright, so we're here at a rest area out in Virginia. I have a Ryobi 2300 starting watt generator, portable generator. Claims to be super quiet, which I haven't used it much, but I have to say it is definitely quiet. I have it in a box on the back of a semi-truck, which is strapped down and locked up. We're going to go ahead and start it so you can get an idea how it sounds outside. My truck is off right now, so all you're hearing is the cars driving by, and any engine sound is from APUs at the trucks parked near me. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up, and then we will go inside and see how it sounds from inside the cab, and then put a small load on it and see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up now. Might take a couple pulls. One pull. No. Alright. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm talking the same level as before. It is definitely a very quiet generator. This project that I've been working on isn't done yet. Got a couple more things to install. So let's go ahead and take a look. See, already at this point, it's really quiet. Move over, bud. Okay. Okay, so we are now inside of the truck. It has no load on it. You really can't hear it. I can hear it a little bit, but actually I think the sound of the cars and trucks driving down the highway is actually louder than that is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a load on it. I have an extension cord, a little hard to see here. I just pulled them out from this seat just for this video, but this plug here runs a surge protector that powers the, it's kind of hard to see, but a mini fridge with the freezer door and the fridge door, plus the TV. It's got a couple little other things hooked up to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. Give me 1 second. Okay, as you can see, it's now plugged in. Turn the TV on, and it's still exactly the same. It's not loud at all. You can barely hear it. So I tried that, and then I do have, for emergencies, a 10,000 BTU portable AC. I have used that a couple times. It puts about a 50% load, and the app or the screen on the generator shows that it will run for about 7.5 hours on a full tank, which is just a smidge over a gallon. Really good. Of course, 10,000 BTUs is a lot, so I wouldn't be using that, you know, non-stop all night. So it'll last longer than 7.5 hours. But, you know, I have that just in case of an emergency. And it does run good. With just the TV and the fridge running, I get about a little over 17 hours of runtime off of, again, just a little over a gallon of fuel. And that's the capacity of the fuel tank in the Ryobi. So you can tell it works great, and I am not using power from the truck. I do have a microwave over here that is right now plugged into the truck's batteries. So you know, it works pretty good. It's definitely worked good. And I actually just realized that, look, I don't know if the TV, I think the TV might have shut off there for a second. I think the fridge kicked on, and I just realized it's kind of my fault because I should have shut the auto idle off, which I didn't. So if you don't shut the auto idle off, that is one problem you have, but that's only because the compressor on the fridge does use a lot of power when it comes on, and that pushes it almost at about 40% load, and because I had the auto idle on, it probably just, you know, unless the TV just glitched out, I'm not really sure. This TV is a little iffy as it is, so, but again, you can barely hear it. Go back outside real quick. They have an app that allows me to shut it off. And you can tell that's with the load on it, and it's quiet. It is a very quiet generator. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to shut the auto idle off, give you an idea of what it sounds like. So I got a button down here. Now that's it cranked up at full idle, so you can tell it's a little louder. And I'm going to go back in the cab one more time and show you the difference in sound, and that would be at a that'd pretty much be about as loud as it's gonna get. So you can hear it a little bit more. I'll be quiet here for a second so you can hear. You can definitely hear it more with the auto idler in the off position. But even with the noise level it's at now, it's definitely still a lot quieter than any AP